deal. Well, you don't deal. Well, you don't know what a good deal is. And if it really is a good deal, then you're probably not going to see it because you're a new person. So how do you go find one? How do you find a business to buy? You could buy a business without a doubt. I know anyone. I know you could do it. I know you can go buy a business. I know you can. But should you? Should you just go buy a business? No. I had a really awesome client who said this to me, that he was definitely going to buy a business. He's very excited, and he approached somebody that was trying to sell their business and said, "Hey, I will buy." I think they had a land operation, like a trailer park or something. He said, "I will buy your trailer park for 500 grand. Like, I can get that much money together in finance. I can buy you out. You could just walk away with $500,000." And the owner of the trailer park laughed at him. He said, "Why would I ever sell my business for $500,000? That's ridiculous. The land is worth more than that. The business itself is on top, far above that number." And he's like, "Well, I don't understand. Like, I was going to give this guy money, and I disagree. I don't think the land's worth that much." Well, because if I went to go buy that much land in the same county, it would cost less than that. So he was confused. He's like, "I don't understand why this gentleman wouldn't want to. Why wouldn't he let me? Why wouldn't he let me buy his business?" And I looked at him and I said, "You don't know the information. You don't have enough information. You are playing in the wrong sandbox. You don't know the sandbox you're even in when you go to talk to this guy. He does. He's been doing this business for 20 years, maybe more. He knows all his numbers. He knows how much it's worth. He's not in a rush. There's no sense of urgency. And why do you think this is a good business for you?" I said, "Well, okay, well, that was one guy." And then I went on to another company to talk to them about selling out. And there was a septic company that really wanted to sell. And I was like, well, maybe I could get in the septic industry. And I started looking at trucks and how do they actually dig out the ground and make sure that they have a place to put the tank. And I just said, just stop. You just gave me two completely different businesses that you're looking at buying. They're not even close to the same. There's nothing the same about them. One is land based with renters that are the constant regular customers, and another one is based on trucks and laborers. It's a service based business, and you have contractors that are your customers. Totally different. Totally different. And that he had more ideas. Talked about a restaurant. Like, I can't even remember all the ones he came up with. There's too many. That's a horrible way to approach it. If you're approaching it that way, just put on the brakes. Do not go any further, because you're gonna destroy yourself. You're gonna ruin your future. The right way to do this is to work backwards. Most things in life, you start with the target and then you work backwards. What type of business do you want to own? And this is the advice that I gave him, which he followed, thank God. What type of business do you want to own? Start with that. Forget everything else. Forget the opportunities, because there are always opportunities, but they'll screw you over if you don't know what you're doing. That's the worst thing you do, is take an opportunity you're not ready for. Work backwards. So say, I want to own, let's say I want to own a pest control business, or I want to own a Christmas light business, or a roofing business, like that. Start with that and then work backwards. Okay, so let's say I love roofs and I want to have a roofing business. Or no, let's step back even further. There's a lot of people that like the ice machine setup or the laundromat setup, because that's very attractive right now. So I want to have a laundromat. Okay, great. Now you have a starting point, and you can go talk to all the laundromat owners, and you can find out what a good deal is, because you don't know until you learn the industry. And every single business is its own micro industry. And if you jump into it without knowing the rules, you're going to lose. So